Yo, what's up? In this lesson, we're going to be learning the rules of visual composition and weight to use in your illustration. We're going to learn about formats, about horizon lines, visual weight, and about the rule of thirds, okay? So let's get started with the formats. When we talk about formats, what we're really talking about is composition and the way it establishes the limits in our illustration. We're going to find mainly three types of fundamental formats. Okay, we have vertical, the first example we're looking at right now, the landscape or the horizontal, which is the second example, or the square. These are the most commonly used. When starting any illustration, you have to have a clear idea of the image format. For this, you have to establish if it's going to be vertical or horizontal, or any other format, like squared. I don't know. Generally, for landscapes and spaces, it's easy to use a horizontal format, but the vertical format can also give us some interesting options. As you can see here, I've simply marked how the vertical, the horizontal, and the square formats would look. You could also find some stranger formats like rhomboid, or circular, or triangular. I don't know, there's many shapes. Any format is valid. It's just the first ones are a little more effective. The next thing we're going to discuss is of the horizon lines. The horizon lines are going to tell us from where we're looking at our objective. So, from above, below, from the middle, as you know, we're spectators. We're put in a position. I'm going to mark the differences of each horizon line we have in red. In the first one, we have a high horizon line. This gives us a more stressful feeling, right? A more of a visual weight. In the second image, we have a middle horizontal line. This harmonizes the image. The low horizontal line gives us a large visual space. An inclined horizontal line gives us more of a chaotic sensation. Depending on what you want your illustration to say, you can use different horizon lines. All of them change the point of view and the sensation that the illustration will give the spectator when seeing your image. You always have to keep this in mind. Super important, guys. The next thing we're going to see are the digital weights. So you can understand the concept of digital weights, I'm going to draw them in each of the squares. In the first one, we'll place the main element at the side, and in the second one, it'll go on the other side. As you can see, this situation gives a sensation of monotony, because both of the elements are positioned on the same side, and they're both the same weight. Imagine if we were talking about a scale and the weights have to go together. In this second square, the weights are going to be a little too much to the left. So the weight is discompensated. In this third example, we're going to place the first weight to one side and the second one more centered, not so much to the left. And we have a better positioned composition. Okay? That means the weights, they're more compensated. In the last one, we're going to position just one central element. It will give us a monotonous sensation as well. The best example we can observe of all of these is in the third. Now, we're going to discuss the rule of thirds. The rule divides our canvas in three parts. Okay, so it's horizontally and vertically. This way, we can position the points with more intention in the drawing. So where our eyes are going to stop, okay, they're going to stop there first. No, can you see me do that? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, nice. Straight lines. Once we divided the canvas, we're going to have three main points. These 4 points are going to indicate the order in which the eye is going to travel. The eye travels in a sort of a Z form when looking at the canvas, okay? It's an intuition. We're used to reading images from left to right and up to down. So our eye is going to follow the same path. It's like it's reading a book. I'm going to use a few sceneries I've drawn very quickly as an example so you can see where the points are. As you can see in this illustration, the eye travels first to the sun and then it goes to the boat. It's a pretty little boat. This will be the direction and path we'd use in the illustration. Draw some mans, some nice little man guys there. Yeah, it's cool. It's nice, right? And there's like a little chimney, a little house. Oh, there's more houses. Oh, this is beautiful. This looks beautiful, guys. You know? I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about while I'm drawing this? It's not me drawing it, but you know, it's nice to talk. In this second illustration, we'd see the castle first and the buildings behind it. Then the trees that are below. This is the path our eyes would take. We have to think about what elements we want the viewer to see before and which we want the viewer to see next. It's like telling a story. It's like what I said before. Okay, so now you know the relation there is between visual weight and compositions. We're going to continue with the lesson that will talk about the different shots, the different planes. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. I hope you've learnt. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later.